Hello everyone, I'm going to be going over the exhibit category and really just the final 3 weeks of what you could be doing during your exhibits. So I'll go ahead and get out of my little video thing. You should be able to see this document. So I'm on your design pages right now. I'm looking at the third step, and really what you want to be focusing on in the beginning is these documents right here. It says write interpretive captions, an example of paragraphs in exhibits. Less is more. So make sure you're doing those two things, and you'll need to explain to me how you're going to incorporate those two documents into your actual project. So basically, just tell me how you're going to write your paragraphs or make them better. The next big thing too is down here where you see the fourth step. It says what design elements do you want to add to the exhibit? And start adding material to your exhibit, printing, measuring, drawing, laying the thing out. So really you want to actually start putting things together. And I'm going to just show you an exhibit of what that could mean, but you do want to actually start adding material because each week I'll expect you to add more of that material. So let's go ahead and look at this exhibit. I have one on here. Let's just start from the top. I kind of have a big scale. Immediately I can see that they painted the exhibit. They have a lot of different color paints and things. So if you want to add an interesting background, you can. But if you're going to paint it, you want to do it soon. You can't spray paint at the school, and really spray painting is an okay method. But this one actually has like actual paint. Like they have mountains right here, they have a sky. So if you want to go more specific, you can. You can also see how they've laid things out, really nice, clean boxes, and they have some pictures that we can see. Start thinking about what those elements are going to look like and what you need to start printing and cutting out. They have lighting in this one. You can put lights in yours if you want to. It's not a requirement, but again, if you're going to start doing stuff like that, if anything's going to move or if anything's going to be well lit, or anything like that, you need to start working now. Scrolling down, or let's go ahead and we're going to zoom in now, and we see that these guys have borders around their information and pictures. So we're going to want to do the same thing. We're going to want to have section titles like they have. You're going to want to have photographs, and you're going to want to have captions for everything. Look how creative all this is. So I like how they've organized their information, and I would want you to do something very similar with yours. So ask yourself right now, really think right now, what are the quotes I could be putting into this? Are there any big pictures or primary sources that I have that I could put right into my exhibit? You might have to scale things down. Like this photograph might have been a full page. They might have had to reduce it so it fits. What can you start fitting into your exhibit? What can you start cutting out and making nice? Can you get construction paper? Can you start gluing things on there really nice so you can start laying that stuff out? You're going to want to do all that stuff. If we continue to scroll down, we'll see there's more primary sources. We have color photographs. We have some black and whites. You see how they even lay things on top of each other. So they've layered stuff really cool. They changed the size and fonts of certain things. So again, if we look at this overall, really well done exhibit, very interesting information, the way it's laid out. So I would be drawn to this exhibit before I even read it because of how well everything is managed and laid out. I like how that is. I like how they have big titles in their sections too that tell you exactly what they want. If we scroll down to the bottom, we have a little board right here. So ask yourself, what do you want to be on the table? Remember, all the exhibits are 6 feet tall, 40 inches wide, but you also get 30 inches of depth. So you get to do stuff like right here. Like these guys were really creative and made like a topographical map. You could do something similar if you wanted to. You could add these, interesting elements to the bottom. These guys also looks like they have an iPad or something that they added with, it says timeline right here. So I'm assuming there's a timeline on that iPad. So if you have a Chromebook, if you have a laptop, if you have anything that you would like to include, you can. Like I know I've seen students have cell phones with a musical playlist that says like play here, and then that way the exhibit has music. Or if you want to have a video, you can do that too. So remember, you can do all those different things. So really just be checking that out and start actually creating the exhibit. If you need any help with anything, please let me know. But yeah, that's it for the next 3 weeks. Next 3 weeks, you're going to be actually building your exhibit, putting in your writing, putting in the quotes, and then also really focusing on finishing your annotated bibliography, your process paper, and your title page. If you have any questions or need help, please let me know. All right, guys, you guys take care.